It's on now.
It's on.
My name is Abdul Latif Fathi, and I am an EAL teacher at St. Mungo's Academy.
Hi, I'm Shaguta Ahmed, and I'm one of the EAL area leaders, and we work to support our colleagues, our EAL colleagues across the city. There was a need when we kind of discussed what the needs were, and I think it came from the school improvement plan, where one of the targets was to engage ethnic minority parents, and especially parents who didn't have English as a first language.
Because in school we have been asked to do a so-called implemento. So every department has to have a project and to work towards it. And I had that one about creating a forum for parents and carers. And then I set some targets, and then we were following, the step by step to realize the targets, and then actually I had to go back and update and change the targets, because we achieved things we didn't even dream to have achieved, and then that's how everything came about.
I think I have to say Latif and Rosalind created a very good kind of questionnaire where you had really good questions, and you sent that out and you kind of surveyed what the parents were interested in and how to kind of initially invite them into the school.
Yeah. Because we have had a bit of experience with parents. We know our pupils because Rosalind used to work in here last year, and then this year she moved to another school. But during that time, we got to know a lot about the children and also about parents, and then we designed the questionnaire on the basis of the need. We guessed that there is some questions need to be asked, and then we got what we guessed is a lot of parents and carers, they don't have any clue about exactly how the system works, and I'm glad that they know now, and they are a bit excited about that, because they didn't know how much they ignored about school system. And even we have one Scottish carer who didn't know that much, when she answered the question.
I would say it's been the ultimate kind of the main one is the language barrier, but for having a diverse group with different languages, with Arabic, Polish, what other languages we have? Romanian.
We have Spanish. We have because we have if all parents come, we would have at least, because in school we have 37 languages, and if we for the group we have chosen, if all parents and carers came, we would have at least about 20 languages. So that's how diverse is this school, has this school become, and that's another, the aim, as Shaguta said, that there is the barrier of language, but we wanted to create a kind of a network between them to help each other, and then to have representatives of every language group, and then. The other challenge I would say is to find the right time to get all of them, because actually the list of the students is 32. 32 parents need to be in here if we want to have full house. But unfortunately these things don't happen, because most of them they work, and then there is the children care, and so that's
and they're working and the commitments, so to invite them in, so we've tried different times during the day, after school, but we found that regular attendance is a challenge. But even if we have a small, as you say, a small group of parents, and then eventually we're hoping that they'll kind of network with other parents and disseminate that information.
Yeah, they are communicating, as you said, they are communicating between them. For example, we had one Arabic speaking parent, and then he had the other group to communicate with. the Polish parents is going to feedback to give the feedback to other Polish parents. The same if, for example, the two Spanish speaking parents, they know each other, so they are already in communication. They are socializing. Some they do even visit each other, and it's getting really much better in that sense of the relationship between them. And then we want to use that relationship to get them exchange ideas and design suggestions for us, etc. So that's
and school partnership, isn't it, Latif, to develop that kind of school partnership to engage with parents and to work alongside with parents. So giving parents that they have enough information to access the school system, especially the Scottish education system. And you had several of your colleagues, the careers advisor, and you also had the attendance officer, just explaining about different kind of rules and kind of regulations about what's expected, and because many of these parents are unaware of these kind of issues. So that in itself creates challenges.
It's true, yeah. And also the other way around as well, because a lot of colleagues discovered how much they took for granted, these parents. They discovered, they learned a lot as well from the parents and carers. So it has been a very exciting meeting between key departments, leaders, and then and parents, and that was they wanted to be during this meeting as well, but they couldn't make it. One of them came, so that's good.